Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing today? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Today's video was requested by a couple of my subscribers, and it is top reasons not to move to Calgary. I still do not believe I'm actually doing this, because I have about 100 videos about Calgary, and I have so many of my subscribers who watched my channel and moved to Calgary because of me. But I was told that I'm a little bit too optimistic, and I have to bring up those kind of worms, things that might kill your desire to actually move to Calgary. So here you go, as you requested. Please don't hate me. I still live here and I still do love this city. Here's the reasons not to move here. As you can see, first thing is the weather. It's snowing. It was plus 20 just a few days ago. Now it's like, you see my grass is still green right under the snow. So the weather here is unpredictable. It can literally snow in June. It can snow in the summer. The seasons can skip. It can go from winter to summer and to summer to winter. I'm telling you, it's unpredictable here. It just changes. Temperature can go, like, if you live in Calgary, you probably know that in the same day you're driving your car and you can have your heater in the morning while you're driving to work and your air conditioner in the afternoon while you're driving from work. So it's probably, I haven't seen other countries like Canada and other cities where it just shifts like it does here in Alberta, in Calgary. It just, you come out of your house, you're like that. You are going home, you have to undress because it's too hot now. It's just unpredictable. You can be really lightly dressed, sitting on the street, like having a sunbath, all of a sudden it starts snowing. This is Calgary, and that's one of the things that really sucks, that unpredictability. Second thing is, of course, it's a dry climate. You would think it's snow and everything, but I'm telling you, Calgary is going to burst your skin open. People are buying humidifiers. I apply hand creams on my hands and legs every single day. Otherwise, your skin is going to just crack. It's not like it's Ontario. It's not going to, you know, the humidity here is, there is no humidity. You need a humidifier and it's really bad on you and you feel like you're like a dry oak. So that is another thing that really sucks about Calgary. Since we are talking about the climate, migraines, because of the climate here, the latitude, it's above, I think it's like a kilometer over the sea level, and the dryness and the mountains. People who have migraines generally have even higher migraines here in Calgary. And fortunately for me, I'm fine, but I do know that my wife sometimes get those, and it's been a little bit more here than in Ontario, for example. So that's another reason. If you're a migraine freak, you might reconsider if you actually want to move to Calgary, because really the climate here is harsh. The winters are really long, the summers are really short, and the summer here is like, what, plus 20 degrees? It's like winter in India. That's how summers are in Calgary. Maybe you get like 2 weeks of heat where people are actually putting the ACs. Some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I don't mind it, but if you want something really warm and you're used to a good climate, this might not be for you. Next thing is unemployment. Oil and gas and unemployment. Calgary haven't yet recovered since 2014, when the economy was booming and then oil went down. And since then, there are lots of people in Calgary who have been unemployed for a couple of years now. People are struggling to find jobs. People are struggling to find work. People are taking courses, sitting at home, sitting on unemployment insurance, trying to recover from the work that has been lost since the oil went down. Some people have recovered, fortunately, but in general, the economy hasn't been recovered yet. My friend who studied for project management here on oil and gas, a talented guy, a really smart dude. He has PE engineering and PMP certification, and he did his master's in the United States. So that guy couldn't find his oil and gas job that he lost in 2014. He has been struggling, barely surviving for a few years. Guess where he is right now? He moved to Kuwait, a Muslim country, Arabic country, and he moved from Canada there. Whereas many people from Kuwait are trying to come to Canada, some Canadians are actually leaving the country from Calgary just because they couldn't find those jobs that they used to have in oil and gas before it went down. Roads, okay? Calgary roads In winter, they rarely get clean. So you need winter tires. You have to be prepared to drive where there is lots of snow. It doesn't get clean right away, especially those small roads in between, not the major roads but the smaller ones. So it does get clean, and there is a city of Calgary is doing their best to do that, but it's not perfect and way away from perfect. Also, your car gets obliterated, destroyed by hail. It hails like hell. You keep your car, all of a sudden it starts hailing. You come out, it's just destroyed with the bumps all over it. And your insurance claim, if you have insurance, well, it depends on your deductibles, but if you don't have an insurance for hail, it can be $3,000 damage just because it decided to rain. Next thing is windshields. What is windshield? You just have to forget about it if you live in Calgary, because they put gravel here. It gets extreme temperatures in winter where it gets to -30, -40 degrees. So the salt doesn't do much, and they started putting gravel. And that gravel from the cars driving in front of you, it flies into your windshield and just destroys it. So don't even include it into your car policy. There are so many glass shops here, car windshield shops, that are going to do it for probably $200, $300, $400. But you know what? That's something that's it doesn't really happen that often in other cities in Canada like it does happen here in Calgary, and that kind of sucks. Okay, smash the like button if you made it this far. Friends, start leaving your comments. I want to say that I really do love this city, but this video, it was just a request to make something negative about it. So let me bring you a couple of more things. Calgary is like a Texas in the States. Lots of people consider themselves here to be cowboys. So we have a festival here which is quite cool and a huge deal here. People from the States come. It's called Stampede, and it's really cool. But what's not cool is lots of people driving pickup trucks, like huge Ford F-150s, Ram, 1500, the bigger car, the better. Now, when it gets to a ridiculous point where people start tailing you, so if you're driving a small car like I do, they drive really close behind you, they're almost about to hit you. Sometimes they intimidate you by going right at you as if they're going to run your tiny car over with their huge $50,000 or $70,000 or $80,000 truck that they purchased on finance. People just buy those huge trucks. Driving here can be also frustrating. If you're entering the highway, people are trying not to let you in. If you're exiting, same story. And the funny thing in Calgary is if you put your indicator, let's say you're driving and you're trying to go to the right, people would actually, even if there is a space and you can probably go inside, they would accelerate and they wouldn't let you in front of them. I had a ridiculous story. I was driving on the highway and I wanted to overtake a person that was going 60 kilometers in a 90 kilometer zone, and guess what, you can take them over. There is a sign, like a strip, you can go. It was out of town, so I went to another lane. I went 90, and next thing I know, the guy that was in that lane is going 90 as well. So I had to literally go to 120 kilometers to overtake him, whereas that guy was going 110 by now. And finally I overtook the person and I slowed down towards the speed limit. The guy behind me was going 60 again. And why was that about? Well, probably because it's Calgary, and I'm not proud that I had to speed, but I had to get off of the lane of incoming traffic to overtake that person, and that person was accelerating not to let me back into the lane. I mean, what the hell? More things about roads, road constructions. Even though I love City of Calgary and they're doing an amazing job, but sometimes road construction here can be frustrating. It can take few years for people here to fix the road. So literally it starts, it goes through the winter, they slow down in winter because hey, they cannot do much during the snow. They wait until summer, and then something happens in summer, and it goes for like 2 years trying to fix one road, what can be really frustrating. The conditions of the road is not that bad in Calgary, but the road construction that creates the traffic where you cannot get to work on time, where from 4 lanes you have 1 lane, and by the time it's done, probably it was not worth doing it in the first place. Another negative thing about Calgary that can make it different from other cities is not that many festivals. Like, for example, you get in Edmonton, in Toronto, in other cities you have lots of festivals. Calgary has some, but unfortunately not as many, and that kind of can make the city a little bit lonely, especially with long winters, harsh climate. That can get people a little bit even depressed. I want to say to all of my subscribers, guys, I love this city. It's the most like one of the best cities to live in the world. Harsh climate is balanced by nice people. Oil and gas, it might be not as good as it was before, but there are still jobs here, and I still find this city to be pretty successful, and I love it here. And I find my subscribers who move to this city because of my YouTube videos, and they as well enjoy the city, and they say that this best thing ever happened to them. And I do encourage people to move here. I really love this place, and probably you would have to give me a lot of money if you wanted me to move out of the city, because I'm not going anywhere. This is a beautiful city, and I know there will be people who are saying, hey, you don't like it here? Get out of here. Well, I'm here to stay. Unfortunately, you're stuck with me in this city, because I really do love this city. I love the people, I love the culture, and I like the winter. And I love my all-wheel drive car when I drive on these roads. I kind of enjoy winter driving, even though it's less safe and a little bit screwed up. And some people are thinking I'm crazy on that, but I really do like winters, and I really think that it's kind of cool. I don't like really warm summers where you're all soaked up in sweat, stinky like hell. Like in Ontario, I came there and was so much humidity there. Well, my skin was nice, it was soft and smooth and nice, but I smelled like a donkey or like an unwashed dog. I just was like, oh my god, something is going on here. Well, it's humidity. And you know what? I moved to Alberta, to Calgary at the beginning. I didn't like it, but then I started loving this place, and I actually don't really want to go back to Ontario after I came to know this place, how awesome it is. And Stampede, I actually started liking this kind of western, I found myself listening to bluegrass music, like cowboy style music last weekend, for the entire weekend. My wife even got annoyed a little bit. She said, what the hell are you doing? And I said, well, it's kind of cool, like I found a Canadian band that does a really good job. They're from Saskatchewan, and if you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment below if you know the name of the band. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe, ring the bell to see more. We'll see you next video. Bye for now.